the plot, but we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And in troubleに干されているので、私たちはそれらは全て分析します。It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night, fighting all the shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
I was dancing backstage and I saw you were dancing backstage.
I was hoping you would do something like this. And I like suddenly an idea came to me like
The funny thing, at one point, you and I were doing the same dance. That's how I do it every time it's going on. What a way to start.
See, this is why you should always be punctual, chat. You should always show up because we're always clowning around and you're going to miss something funny, okay?
Oh, man. That's great. I love how we were doing the same thing backstage.
We're two halves of a whole idiot.
As long as I am retard number one. What?
No, you're retard number 2 and a third.
Ah, man. Okay, that works. I'll have to get a new shirt. Okay, so anime. This week in anime, I am Biggles. I am joined by Crimson Lolly. And hello. No eyes detected so far. What's up? So we have way less anime to talk about than on the thumbnail because little Chad is dealing with some personal stuff, so he will not be here today. And Crimson, that bastard, decided that being with family is important. Could you believe that?
He's quite the loser, I suppose.
Yeah, he's such a lolly. Okay, so so we have less anime than on the
just ignore the whole Beatrice joke I just made, you know?
Hello.
Ignore my joke, I suppose.
I dare say I will. That's another one. But not ReZero. Rising in the Shield Hero. Okay, so
I mean, I wish I could fit it, but actually, Karene's she's not a lolly. She's a tsundere. I don't know why I'm thinking.
She's a tsundere.
And Shizuka technically counts, but oh god, I can't really do an impersonation of her because all I got to do is.
You gotta talk with your phone. What's up, Chris Joe Max? Welcome. He is on the Rumble side. Good. So the Rumble side is lurking. It's good. That's good. So
yeah. Well, whatever side you're on, you should hit the like button first and foremost, or else I will come and steal your dog. Okay?
Yes. He's not allowed anywhere near my house. I have an anti-Crimson security going on at the house at all times. Hello, Marcel. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 animes to talk about instead of our however many I had on the thumbnail, which is more. So,
I think we still got a decent chunk of stuff to talk about because now you have watched my guilty pleasure of like harem series. You have watched Dealing with the Mikadono Sisters as a breeze. So there's that. And there's some interesting things that have actually happened this week. So hopefully we can get into a little bit of it.
Yes. We find out that the green-haired girl is actually has memories of the past. Okay. So let's jump into it. So we got all 4 episodes to talk about of this because like you said, I caught up. So you as in Crimson Law is the redhead kid, you.
The funniest part about this is as a little kid, I actually did have pretty red hair. And it just went away.
Crimson used to be a ginger whose mom was a famous actress.
Yes, but then my family became Christians and I got my soul. So I
Ah,
lost my
yes.
ginger. I lost my ginger privilege.
And they took away all his freckles and said, you don't, or you can't steal other people's souls anymore.
Is that how that works?
I think so. Yeah. So the gingers have freckles because all their freckles are the souls they steal from other people. Right?
I didn't know
So,
that.
yeah. So you is this redheaded boy, the son of a famous actress who is now not with us anymore. She is controlled alt delete by life itself. I was like, goodbye. Your program is shut down. Um, so, so
That's an interesting way to say that his mother died of cancer.
yeah, your program is shut down now. Goodbye. Okay, so like Kirsten just said, his mother died of cancer, and he's going to the school that's for like all gifted students. And I think one of the funniest part of the first episode, they're like, we have a general ed class.
Right. Like, and that's why I signed on with general ed. And they just look at each other. We have a general ed class.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, like they didn't even realize that that was like a part of their school. Like one of the good things about this show, I mean, is it kind of quickly turns around that whole dynamic, and it lives up to the original name that I heard this show going under. The first time it was introduced to me, it was introduced as the Mika Dono sisters are easy.
I like that better. So much funnier.
It actually is, and it makes sense because they are easy.
Yeah.
Like this dude has been around them for how long now, and he's managed to charm the shit out of these girls
I think
by
by
just like
episode
being able to
4, it's
cook
less
and
than
clean,
a-
and just like putting in a little bit of effort to try and help them repair their family life.
yeah, They also walked in on him watching his mom's show, and there was a wedding thing, and he's like, I want to make a new family. And they're like, he wants to marry us. And I like how
But yeah, that whole freak out session was kind of funny too.
Kuza, how do you say her name?
Kazuki, the eldest
Kazuki.
sister, the
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah. Kazuki's like, why did I just think of myself as the bride? Right. And I thought that was funny too. So
I also really like a lot of the dynamics that they have for the characters in this one, because Kazuki is the one who pretends to be like mature and everything, but she is incredibly childish, like being a really fussy eater. She hates vegetables and all that.
I'm with her on that, man. I hate fucking vegetables.
I like vegetables with things. I don't like to just eat them on their own. So like I guess a good salad, I've had a few good salads in my life, not like I really prefer them, but if you're going to make like a dish, like there are some like pasta dishes and stuff that I've had that have vegetables and stuff in them that have been good. But no, like so she is the one who is presented as like this mature, cool, like elegant beauty, and she's an absolute fucking child on the inside. Someone who is basically like stuck playing that role because that's what everyone expects her to be, and she doesn't get the chance to have fun like she wants to. And then of course you have the sporty girl, best girl, Nico, who wants to do all like the girly pretty stuff, but everyone constantly talks about her being a tomboy, so she has a whole complex about that. And then Miwa being like the intelligent, like logic based decision maker and all that, the person who is like I'm gonna think I'm gonna think about this, and like I don't really care about emotions or anything, being the most sentimental one out of them. So at face value, or their face value characteristics are almost contradicted by actually getting to know the characters themselves.
Like
So that makes them interesting to watch, because a lot of them end up having those interesting qualities. Even you, like they have this whole thing about how he is like the untalented, useless new kid, but he's constantly putting in an effort, constantly very upbeat in spite of the fact that he knows that he kind of sucks at everything.
Mhm.
And that's really the large portion of why I've enjoyed this show so far and why I like it so much this season.
So he's not useless. He's good at cooking and cleaning. He's not completely useless.
Yeah,
And
no woman can resist a dude who can cook.
And I love how they're constantly like, damn it, he's using his looks again. Because he got his mother's looks, but he's, he's like
Like
awful.
in the first episode when he's like taunting the guy from like the from the floor.
Yeah. But yeah, I like when he first like gets into the house and she like comes out like almost completely naked and like kicks like, what are you doing here? Kicks him.
Like no forethought whatsoever to the fact that
Yeah,
she doesn't have any clothes on. She
yeah,
is just full on, oh, someone's here, might as well kick their ass. It is target
yeah,
practice time.
yeah, man, that's awesome. Uh yeah, I have all the audiobooks too. For that one that Jeremy Turner's talking about. Um uh what was I going on about? Oh yeah, but Nico is best girl, obviously. Yeah.
Mhm.
I really like how in this episode or the end of the last episode, she always liked girly stuff, but she was never allowed to wear it because she was the tomboy. And they're like, she wouldn't wear pink, and then she picks the pink one. So he actually like realizes that she kind of cares about that kind of stuff. And then uh they all had the tournament, all the things. So he tried to get that picture back together, which the green-haired girl had the picture of. They all lied to him, saying none of it. So he did everything he could to redo it. So it's actually got a lot of cool stuff going on with it. Um, it might be um, the most wholesome one of the season. Um,
With all the focus on like rebuilding their family dynamic and all that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, but I would say it might it might be the second because literally food court is just two girls at the food court talking about life. And like I know it's not on here and we'll talk about it when we get to uh we get to do it as a whole show. But there's a part where she's like, that's a nice little ass you got there. And then she just goes, just kidding. And you won't get it how funny it is unless you watch the little part before it, because she was trying to scare her because she was like, man, no perverts ever get me. There was this one kid named like the skirt flipper or whatever. And he was like, you don't count. Like he did it to every girl except for Wada.
So she's traumatized by that.
Yeah. So it actually gets pretty funny. But it's literally two girls just talking. Like last week's episode, they were talking about boobs and stuff. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll like it, Crimson.
Hopefully, hopefully I'll have a little bit more time in like upcoming weeks to actually watch some more shows because I still need to catch up on Bunny Girl Senpai, like I said, but these last 2 weeks have been a little bit of chaos incarnate because helping family and all that kind of stuff. You know how it is. Work. I'm prepping for fictionology and all that, so it's like. Yay me. Why do I commit to so many things, Biggles? Why? Why do I do it? Why do I do this to myself, Biggles?
You like the abuse. You're secretly
I do. I'm kinky like that.
You're secretly darkness with
Yeah.
less assets. All right.
You've never seen my ass. How would you know?
I'm sure I have.
Wait, you're sure you've seen where? Where have you seen my ass, motherfucker?
Oh, you know.
It's
So
all
no,
it's all the gay porn I did when I was younger. Fuck.
All right, you know who else is gay porn? Don to Don. So Momo jerks off dead worm to stop volcano. That's in my notes. And my
I
other
don't
note.
know. I don't know how you get that out
She
of
was
everything
going
that
like this with the thing.
No, she fucking wasn't.
That's what it looked like to me, man. She was jerking off the dead worm with her.
Clearly, you've never had a woman touch your penis before, if that's what you think it looks like.
With the green hands, all right.
Green hands sounds like some weird sexual fetish, dude.
Yeah, well, that's what Momo was doing to the dead worm. And then when Crimson said yesterday, this is actually a romance disguised. Yeah, it was mushy. Oh, look at nice. Yeah, okay. It was romantic. Fucking romance.
See, I've really enjoyed Don, and I don't think that latest episode was its strongest. They did use a lot of like slow-mo shots in it, but I got a real kick because I've been watching the dub for this one. And like listening to the little alien kid flying the spaceship, just like singing the song as he's putting out like these fires as the volcano is erupting.
Yeah. What the fuck?
It was so random, but I thought it was fucking funny. I feel like the fight could have been a little bit better when it comes to like the stuff that like they wrap this arc up with as far as like Rogue Evil Eye goes.
Mm-hmm.
But we did get another one of those Taro moments, and I honestly, that was one of my favorite moments from season 1. Was just
I'm trying to think of what that is. It kind of sounds like Dudley Do Right, but it's a little different. So I was like, man, what is that called again? I couldn't remember what it was called. Yeah.
He's just screaming the whole fucking time. Like all the sound effects and stuff for that were just fantastic. So there were a lot of good points in this episode, but I do not think that episode 4 is this season's strongest so far. I still think 3 has been the best up to this point, particularly because of the 100 hits.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, Crimson, I forgot one that I'm going to throw in right after this. Cool. Okay.
You forgot one.
Yeah, I forgot a show. I threw it on there. You'll see it now after this one. Yeah. Okay. So, dude, hold on. Dude, Crimson. This season is almost tough with how much stuff there is to watch.
I honestly agree. It's really hard for me to find a reason to drop a lot of these anime. And like there are a few that are on the list, but they're just entertaining enough for me to not go and like completely cut them out. Like I just dropped Apocalypse Bringer Vic Mignogna. I couldn't do it anymore.
Dude, I kind of that watching the episode before that or before this week was why I was decided, okay, we need to cut this down to what we watch. I was like, I was excited for this one and I'm not really excited anymore.
Yeah, like I've personally been considering, like I just released my video on Private Tutor to the Duke's Daughter. That's another one I'm considering dropping. Same with S Rank. And like a lot of the okay ones, I might end up doing a bit of reshuffling on the list if I drop some of the okay stuff and de-rank a few more of the ones that are in the interesting category or the very good category. But so far, this is kind of how I feel. Like the list I've done is kind of how I felt about it so far. I have a hard time finding any that I really do want to drop. Like, there's just been a lot of good anime this season.
Mm-hmm. So there's some like Call of the Night. I'm going to wait till I can binge it. Right.
That's another one that I've actually enjoyed much more than the first season this time.
Mm-hmm. I need to binge that show. I can't get myself excited to watch week by week. I just forget what fucking happens in it because it's something I got to watch. So I actually like Hotel Inhuman a lot. I just haven't watched this week's episode because I was trying to watch the ones that we have to talk about. Hotel Inhuman's probably one of my favorite ones so far. So if Marcel dropped it, maybe it's just like the episode was bad. Because I know some people have been complaining that it goes to different people, but the show's about Sarah and what's his name? It's about the two concierges. It's not about like their clients. So people are like, well, it got me excited about this person. Now they're gone. Well, it's about the two main characters, not the people that they change every week. It's like how Apocalypse Hotel had different guests like all the time. You know, it kind of does that.
But even
except for
then, some of
killers,
them
you know?
ended up being like permanent characters, like
Mhm.
the Tanukians, which adding Ponko into that whole cast made it so much better.
Dude, she's fucking nuts, man. And then her child is like, mommy's with the green or the lolly or the candy man. That's what it was, the candy man. And he's like, and he's like, I forgive you. And like
The
cunt.
cucked episode, yeah.
And he just gets the shit out of it, which is great.
But that was last season. If y'all haven't seen Apocalypse Hotel, definitely worth a shot. Definitely worth a view. What do we got?
Crimson's fiery hatred for Rent a Girlfriend convinced me to drop it. I'm like, listen, they finally kiss like after probably $100 million spent.
See, here's the thing. You can do a very elongated romance story. Comey Can't Communicate did it. But the difference is its manga is actually enjoyable. There are things that happen in that story that are actually enjoyable. And Comey Can't Communicate is a great manga. Love that one. Rent a Girlfriend is, I don't know. I watched the first season of the anime and I'm like, fuck. And also, I found out this last week that the dude who voices Jinwoo is the dude who voices Kazuya.
Oh.
Yeah.
He also voices
the English Alex Lee. Yeah,
he also voices Jinji or whatever, or what's his name? Gigi in Don.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
You know what? I can kind of hear it now.
Because I said when he's Jinwoo, I like him, but when he's other fucking characters, he's just so fucking annoying. Like he's Zenitsu, and Zenitsu is the most annoying character in all of Demon Slayer until the movies that are about to come out.
Oh wait, speaking of which, I think I might be able to send you a link.
I saw there was a cam version, and I was like, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching a cam version. I was listening. Okay, I saw someone say, man, I was watching the Demon Slayer movie, and some guy got up in it and blocked part of the movie screen. It's like...
Yeah, no, I probably will still end up waiting for it to come out in theaters because it gives me an actual excuse to like make an outing out of it. Like I have friends that I would go to see that movie with.
I'm going to go see it with people. So, and we're probably going to do a watch party in my Discord. Maybe I should put a link of my Discord in the chat. Discord. Boom. Because we're going to do like a watch party like before it comes out. What day does it come out in America?
I believe it comes out December?
No, I think it's sooner than that.
Maybe it's September then. Okay, I think it's September for Demon Slayer, and I think it's October for Chainsaw Man.
Okay. So that's the link to my Discord, you guys. Not many people talking it, but I post when I'm going live. And every now and then we'll get some memes about me being gay. So so have fun, guys.
To answer Jeremy Turner's question there about spent tissues, no, because Alex Lee hates fan service.
I just want you guys to know that
so he is the perfect casting for Kazuya because he's a cuck.
that guy was late by a lot when he came to Arizona, but he signed autographs so fast I don't even think he talked to the people that were at his thing. I think he just signed and was like, bye. So
yeah, he's too busy talking to people like Hassan Piker on Trash Taste and all that stuff.
Oh, I believe it. Okay, so
sorry, just gotta throw shade because there are a couple of fandoms I love to fuck with, and Solo Leveling is one of them.
Well,
the others you can probably guess: Lord of Mysteries and Rent a Girlfriend. Oh, and Boruto, but Boruto is full of psychopaths.
Hey guys, did you see my latest short? It's called Jinwoo Who? So yes, I was taking a shot at the Solo Leveling people. I was trolling them. I even put in the description, I don't actually think Kikaru can beat Jinwoo in a fight. Actually, let's go to Kaiju number 8 first, because I'm doing that now.
Man, I was looking forward to talking about Secret of the Silent Witch.
Don't worry. We're going to do that really quick. Okay. And I was trolling people because I know you don't like Kaiju number 8, so we'll go through it pretty quickly.
Oh no, I enjoy Kaiju number 8. I think it's a good show. I just like fucking with you.
Oh, okay. So
I thought I made that pretty clear after the first week. Like I only put it down here just so I could screw with Biggles.
So Kikaru has some of the best moments in the manga, right? Dealing with her daddy issues. And
daddy issues.
And she was just aura farming like a motherfucker in this episode. So I was like, you know who also aura farms? Sun Jinwoo. So I was like, boom.
Sun Jinwoo. You know who also aura farms but doesn't have a good character arc? Sung Jinwoo.
So why did it? Because it's not a romance. Like if you want, or if you read the manga, they don't really interact.
It don't matter if it's a romance or not. Naruto's not a romance, and there's still
but
he's still got some fucking pussy at the end. Okay.
Listen, I heard Naruto. Even in Naruto, the stalker chick got the guy she was stalking. What? I've never seen Naruto, but someone was telling me
the stalker chick got the guy she was stalking.
Yeah, someone was telling me there was a stalker chick in Naruto, and she got in a relationship. So I don't really care. You don't need a romance for the hero to get the girl. Well, who knows? Maybe he has a different girl now. Like no one got the girl except for the ones that were already in a relationship. Because they didn't focus on romance, and they never flirted once throughout the entire thing.
It don't matter. Still cucked anime.
There you go. Whatever. So Kikaru kicks fucking ass this episode, and basically she's like surrounded by lightning. And she has blonde hair, and green eyes. So I was like, Super Saiyan 2 Kikaru.
She has ascended the Super Saiyan Tsundere.
Yeah.
The legendary Super Tsundere.
Yeah. And I was just having so much fun watching this episode. Because this is the Rudy incident where he can't transform because he's dealing with trauma from almost killing Kikaru's dad.
Kafka gets
And
cucked to this episode, and I honestly find it annoying.
well, guys, he gets over it in like an episode, okay?
I get it, but it's one of those things where like like Kaiju number 8. I like the series, but at times I feel like it's pretty hard on Kafka in ways it just doesn't need to be. That
Don't
has been my
worry.
big gripe about it is like there are times where like, oh wait, Kafka, something cool will happen with Kafka here, and then oh no, he has he has kaiju dysfunction, erectile.
Erectile kaiju.
He has he has erectile dysfunction. Kaiju can be reptiles, right?
Reptile, yeah, reptile dysfunction. There we go.
Like his dick don't work right when it needs to. Like I hate that trope, honestly.
You know what? This is the
It
last time he
really
has that
annoys me.
problem in
And
the
it's not
entire thing.
specifically that I hate Kaiju number 8 only for that. I just hate that trope. Is
Mhm.
the beginning of Kaiju number 8 was rough for me because I felt like every time Kafka might actually like get a small little like cool moment or whatever, it immediately follows it up with, oh no, we got to humiliate him to bring him back down to earth. I
So
was like, yeah.
So he's going to have a. I think this is the last one, if I remember right. This is the last time where he really fails, unless you count the vice captain kicking his ass a lot, because the vice captain will later on have a really important character arc with Kafka. So he's constantly kicking his ass.
I do know that because I have read the manga, and that's different because it's more so of a training arc, and you can kind of understand that being the case because the vice captain's actually a badass. So there's a lot there, a lot more to it that makes it enjoyable. Do I like the series? Yes. But to me, this is a situation much like Naruto, where as much as I do enjoy it, there are parts that genuinely frustrate me about this. Like with
Mhm.
Naruto, a lot of the criticisms that people will lob against it, I would agree with. There's too much filler. There's a lot of flashbacks at the end. The ending isn't as satisfying as it could have been. It chose the wrong final villain.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get it. And then with Kaiju number 8, my problems with it stem from early Kafka. And I never really cared much for him. And that's been my biggest hang up with the series. But
Mhm.
it has a lot of good points to it. The animation for the show has been good. Like I've pointed out every week so far, the sound design has been phenomenal. Like everything sounds great. The background music, sound effects, all that, like kaiju noises.
The
Yeah,
outro.
spot on. Does it have the most amazing story? No, it's pretty basic, but I don't think it needs to be something super deep or amazing.
Mhm.
And as far as the power fantasy goes, there is a level of Kafka actually like learning to use his powers that makes it a little bit better than just, oh, we're gonna aura farm this whole fucking time.
Yeah. Except with Kikaru and Narumi, because those are the ore farmers. But the funny thing is,
The vice captain's too busy like actually being effective in combat to aura farm, you know?
so there's a scene that you'll get later on, like maybe if they do like, or I don't know, they're going really fast in this one. So I think maybe you might get it here, and they'll like season 3 could be the entire final war or whatever. There is a scene with the vice captain that is like I think right after the training arc with Kafka, where like he deals with like something with his brother, and it's freaking great. And but what Jeremy Turner said is they literally show him dealing with the trauma in this episode. So maybe you just missed it because it was scenes from the earlier episodes.
What he's actually saying is it's not that it isn't presented in the show. It's just that it doesn't carry the same weight that it probably should have to be an effective sort of moment within the show. That's what he's saying. And I do agree. I feel like if you wanted to sell this whole trauma thing, maybe you should have shown a little bit more of that in the preceding episodes, in order to
and,
sell that point. But
and less of the Division 1. the First Division, because that's basically what this arc is focusing on, is the First Division, introducing all the new characters that are going to be important later on. All right, let's go to the Silent Witch, because we were talking about music. Man, the music in this, the scores, it feels like you're in a fantasy world. The freaking like the Fae when this casting the magic, or when she's kicking or basically destroying that guy's thing, where she's like,
Mhm.
man, your spell sucks.
She fucking pulls the greatest Uno reverse card I have ever seen. Like,
and then the
I
music for the pigs.
mhm. The pigs, and I love the fact that she basically makes him dream about the Fibonacci sequence. That's hilarious to me. Like, she's so obsessed with with numbers. She's like, here, have a dream about pigs spawning in proportion to the Fibonacci sequence. It's fantastic. Like, this show is one that is genuinely so much better than anything I'd ever expected out of it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick this up just on a whim because it kind of looks cool. It's good. It's well animated, well written. The characters are very, very interesting. I like them all, especially Monica, because she is a like amazing protagonist for the series, especially in the Japanese version. The voice acting is so much better, and just the way it handles this whole like scenario with Monica like failing her tasks successfully.
So I watched the Japanese version twice and the dub version once for this week's episode. And I agree with you that the Japanese version is, or the Japanese Monica is so much better. I feel like everybody else kind of fits pretty equal to the Japanese one. But when you listen to Monica in the English dub, who I like the voice actress from like some of the other stuff she does. She just sounds too confident to be this character. Like,
That's actually like a very accurate criticism of it. It's not even like I hate her as a voice actor. I just don't think she fits very well.
It sounds like when she's delivering her lines, she sounds more confident than timid, right? Even when she's doing her like timidness, you could kind of hear it in its voice that it's her voice isn't really shaking like the Japanese voice actress is. And I've even been following that girl on like Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, oh man, after I heard her, I almost wanted to be like, I mean, I really like you. It's just you sound a little too confident when you're playing Monica and not timid. So I went back to the sub again after watching it, and I was like, yeah, I really like Monica in the sub. But what was your favorite part of this episode? Because there's this one part that had me dying. Besides the pig part.
I mean, the pig part was great. But I really think my favorite part was when they find Monica asleep at the books, and they just start feeding her cookies, and the prince is like, "Would you like a turn?"
And he's like, "No," and then she's like, "Congratulations on the baby," and in the dub, she's like, "Who's the mother? You have to take responsibility." And
she says she says that in the sub too.
Well, in the sub, I know, but in the sub, the prince doesn't say who's the mother. He says something else, and you have to take responsibility. I don't remember exactly what it says, but it was so funny because they're so close, and they're just like, who's the mother? You got to take responsibility. You can't just not. And he's like, what should I get you for a gift? Like, it was by far my favorite scene in this whole entire episode. This is so much fun, and I can't believe that like I'm loving it as much. And it's got a villainess, dude, or at least one who wants to play the part, right?
A pseudo villainess, yes.
And she's kind of like Grace, okay? She's kind of like Grace, where or Dad, where he's like, I have to play the villainess here. It's they go like all in. But it's so good. And like the prince has basically figured it out, like that she's probably someone sent by her dad or his dad or like the Duke. It's like she could be a, a, a cute innocent assassin or something like that. And the reptile guy or the butler is like, don't even joke about that. He's like, my life doesn't matter until I become king, basically.
No, he said his life only matters until someone else until someone is crowned king. That's what he
Till the
says.
next, yeah,
But
but they're saying he's
it's
like next in
effectively
line, right?
it's effectively like people will only care about me until my brother is in power, and then I am useless. I am
Or
effectively the replacement for the person who will become king in case that something happens.
mhm. um but it also makes it sound like he's going to be the thing. And I think Cyril Ashley, I think that's his name, right? Cyril Ashley, Lord Ashley, Cyril Ashley, right?
Yeah, the ice guy.
Yeah.
Ice guys finish last. That's why I treat you like trash. Sorry, that's where my mind goes.
He has that mana overload, and then I think he figured out that Monica might be the Silent Witch. Um, maybe. Um,
Possibly. She's not done a very good job of like hiding herself.
uh-huh.
But I don't know if anyone has like figured her out quite yet, outside of the fact that she's definitely there as like a as some sort of guardian.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, I will help you introduce like all these people, because she's like, what? No, I can't do it. That's impossible. It's like, you're not going to say you can't do it, are you? Like giving her that extra motivation. So I really like the exchanges between
Just her little,
everybody.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Yeah. Monica's great. Monica's a great character.
Without her, I feel like this show just isn't quite the same, to be entirely honest. Like she makes this show what it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could do a whole side, or like, listen, I'll watch a whole, you do a spin-off series where it's just the villainess, I'll watch it.
Just the misadventures of a wannabe villainess. Yes. You should write that story, Biggles. Come on, you can do that.
We could, if I knew how to read or write. Okay. Cultural exchange with a Game Center girl. We got a new character with some womanly artillery, as Reggie's little sister says.
Womanly artillery is honestly one of the greatest way to talk about jiggle physics that I have ever like heard in my life.
It's so great. I like when womanly artillery and Lily meet for the first time. She's like, oh, this must be a Game Center pro, and she misses like so bad for the
It's like an absolute. I saw it coming from a mile away, but I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fucking funny. This is gonna be really fucking funny when it happens. And then it happened. I'm like, yep. The one part I really like thought was great about this episode is our pink-haired college girl in this one.
Mhm.
First of all, she's a college girl who has a crush on Renji, so automatically best girl. That's who you should end up with, because we do not condone
middle schools.
we don't condone these sorts of relationships around here, okay? But more than that, she comes like, I love how they present her as like this like super like timid and like meek girl, and she's all like, oh well, I'm not like I'm really not all that special, and like I struggle to be around this guy because I like him, I have a crush on him, yada yada yada. And then it comes to like the closer to the end of the episode where the whack-a-mole game is going on, and she goes full on kendo girl, and I was just like, this is a great reversal of the character. I love it. It is very funny. It is very fun, and it made like at that moment I was like, all right, definitely best girl.
The best part of that was the guy's like, they're like, I don't think that will work. And the other guy was like, no, look, left foot forward, stance. She's kendo. Like, and then she's like, bah, 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 and gets the perfect score. He's like, perfect score.
I love how her voice changes too as she's like screaming. It gets all like burly and deep. Like she is so into it.
But that reminds me of Food Court Girl, because the guy, how do you say it again? The G word?
Gyaru?
Gyaru. Yeah, the Gyaru's like, I had a really deep voice when he grabbed my boob, and I felt like I couldn't be a girl anymore. I lost my girlness because I couldn't go. And then Wada goes, no girl says eek, or no girl really says eek. And then she drops like her water or something, and she goes eek, and she's like, you just eeked. Dude,
Liar!
Just wait till you get to watch that show. It's so great. You'll love it.
Liar!
But back to this. Remember the scene where Lily is playing the koala fighting game? Like, this koala has like everything, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if this koala has his own version of like Disneyland. And it's like koala.
Koala Land. Bro, I've seen so many knockoff Disneylands in manga and anime. I genuinely will not be surprised if that is the case.
But they're fighting, and the guy's like, oh no, she can tell I'm half-assing it. He's like, let me do it. I can half-ass like a pro. And he like half-asses so well that she gets like this super combo and kicks his ass. And she's like, like, I did it. I think some of the best interactions is like just Lily playing games. Like, we don't even need Renji. It's just let her play the games because they're hilarious. Yeah, Aoi is awesome. I like his little sister because she's the funniest out of all of them.
I'm still a huge fan of Kendo Chick.
Well, that is because of her womanly artillery, man. Can't blame.
I mean, obviously, but like,
Obviously.
it's also like she can like she's just cool, okay? Like Kendo Chick, you know? Come on.
Dude, there was so many koala shit in there. And then Momoko, or I think that's her name, right? The womanly artillery chick.
Yeah, Momoko.
Yeah, she's like FaceTiming her dog, and she's like, "Look, it's you!" And she's with the
that reminds me, Momoko Mochizuki, and I love the whole thing of Lily like just struggling to pronounce the name, like You can just call me Momoko.
And she's like, "No, speak English. No, speak English."
I no speak English.
And she's like, I've been to Reggie's house, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, what?
I've been on a date.
I need you to translate, please, Aoi. And Aoi's like, we play games together. She's like, no, I'm not saying that.
It was a really good episode for this show overall. I thought it was very, very entertaining. I thought they did a good job with it.
This is a fun show. I'm glad Marcel was the only person who voted and ended up getting us to talk about this every week, because I would have been upset if I stopped watching it. All right. You know what, Crimson?
Well, just because we're not talking about it doesn't mean you can't watch it, you know?
Yes, it does. If we're not talking about it, it doesn't exist. You hear that? Animes that we don't
so
talk about?
So hath Biggles declared.
You think you're good enough animes that are us talking about? No, you're not. You don't exist. All right.
What the hell did you even just say?
I don't know. You hear that, Witch Watch? We're not talking about you this week. That's what you get for not having Nemu. If you had Nemu, we would have talked about this episode.
I think it has mostly to do with the fact that I didn't get around to watching it.
Yeah, I know, but yeah. Marcel says, you are welcome. Well, thank you, Marcel. I appreciate it. All right. You know what, Crimson? You was wrong, and so was I.
Yeah, that really came out of left field, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one.
I'm the little sister who ruined his thing with our new AI. Is what a new rule that if I don't talk about it, it doesn't exist? Yeah, exactly. That has been so like Newton has all these laws of gravity. The first law of gravity is if Biggles doesn't talk about it, it doesn't exist.
There's so much wrong with everything you just said, but I'm going to correct you. It's not the laws of gravity. It's Newton's 3 laws of motion.
Oh, whatever, same thing, right? Laws of motion and laws of gravity and
There is one law of gravity.
yeah, if Biggles doesn't talk about it, it doesn't exist.
Biggles, are you a flat earther?
If the earth ain't flat, then titties should be round.
The earth ain't flat, but my world is. That'll get you slapped by your girlfriend.
Okay. Ugly Mug Fighter. I like how she's like the little sister that ruined his company, and she just has this power to read everybody's thing. So she knows not to touch him, or if he ever has sex with a woman, he'll be,
Here's the thing is like, how the hell did you screw up that badly that you got someone severely injured and also destroyed an entire company?
Well, think of it this way. She's a woman.
True. Hey, Biggles, can a woman make you a millionaire?
She could take half once you get there, usually.
The joke goes, yes, if you're a billionaire before you meet her.
There you go. There you go. That's a good one. I got the understanding, but I didn't deliver.
You understood the concept, but you
I
didn't
failed the
quite get to the
execution.
right. You didn't quite get to the right conclusion.
Okay. So was there fighting in this one? Yeah. Okay. So there's this redhead with like one arm who hates pretty girls. So she put in her special rule that she's going to kill pretty girls and gouge out their eyes. And how do you say your name? Shikaka? How do you say it? I can't read half these names, so if there's not a dub, I don't know how to say their names.
I'm trying to remember how you say her name.
Sekai.
Seika.
Seika. Okay.
Just keep in mind that Japanese is largely phonetic, so you would pronounce just about every letter in any word the way you would see it. So, Seika.
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 Seika. Okay. So Seika turns into a freaking angel at the end. So that must be like her special note.
Well, you already see it. Like, I hate to spoil this to you, but you already see it. Like with the intro, like you see Eagle Man, and then of course followed up by that is the blonde girl has some like devil transformation that happens.
I'm going to let you know, I don't pay attention when the intro is on because I know it spoils shit. So I wasn't paying attention. I just listened to it.
But yeah, like all 3 of the other characters have transformations that are in the intro. So like this was kind of pretty obvious that it was coming.
Oh. Well, I hope she kicks the shit out of that girl who wants to knife her because she is by far best girl in this this show.
No, I have a feeling that she's going to remove her special condition. That's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, then she should do that ugly mug guy. So he can
she probably doesn't know that he does have a special condition.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I figured that was what she was going to do too, but I want to see her kick her ass. Don't threaten best girl, okay? First rule of best girl is you don't fuck with best girl, okay? Have you heard Christina V read the rules of Fight Club as darkness? If not,
I almost feel like I need to.
if you haven't, you should
This
look it
sounds
up.
fucking funny.
Megamine reads something about like milkshakes, slurping a milkshake or something. Uh, uh, Aqua has like this speech about greed. These are all lines from a movie. Darkness reads the rules of Fight Club, and at the very end, she's like, "You have to fight, Kazuma," as at the very end. And then I don't remember what Kazuma says, but he's like super sarcastic about it, like Kazuma always is.
In fact, if I could trade you in for some cheap powers, I would right now. It's probably one of my favorite moments in all of Konosuba is that right there, where he goes off on that fucking tirade because she's accusing him of cheating at rock, paper, scissors. And she's just sitting there like on the verge of tears, like super upset about it. Like, bitch, you started this shit.
Okay, so not much really goes on this episode. You just get the backstory of this chick. So
Yeah, we basically learn that blonde hair girl is a walking disaster.
mhm,
And because of it, she took on a bunch of like special conditions for this new life because she just wants to try and make it up to the other two.
mhm,
But the one thing that kind of like strikes me is like I still don't like they don't really portray it as like she's lying, but she
mhm.
never proves the fact that she can't lie.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually going to go anywhere, but it's just like the only thing I think she ever proved was her ability to read other people's status of conditions.
Mhm. Because she's like, "You're an almighty god."
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But like the I can't lie thing. Um, I feel like I don't know. They could probably do better with proving it. Although I don't think it's actually going to turn out to be like, oh well, I lied about not being able to lie. I don't think they're ever actually going to do that. I just feel like if I were in Shigeru's position, I would be like, I still don't trust you.
Mhm. Well, Crimson, since I have all your measurements memorized, Gojo memorized all of Marin's.
Even my 2-inch dick.
Yes, it's actually 2.5 inch Crimson, actually.
Oh wow, we're
So
being generous today, huh?
that
I must have been worn
was
out.
it wasn't a cold day, let's tell you that. Okay, so now I sound like the guy from Wand and Wistoria or whatever the fuck it's called. Sword and Wistoria?
Wistoria, wand and sword.
Yeah, that one. That fucking gay show.
The
Okay.
better Black Clover.
Off. You don't see Asta cuddling Luck in the bathtub saying, "Oh, you're so large, Luck."
Don't fucking lie. I've seen the doujinshi you've read.
I still don't even know that word means.
It's basically fan fiction. It is manga fan fiction.
Oh, that sounds awful. Do we think they'll fast track season 3 for Madude? Madude?
My Dress Up Darling.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Fast track. I don't know. See, it wasn't even supposed to get a season 2, but the anime was so freaking popular that there would have been riots if it had never gotten to season 2. So they were just kind of like, oh well. I mean, with the manga now being wrapped up, they do have a viable reason to just continue the story.
Mhm.
Like I think I have I have 12 of the 15 volumes that are like in the series in total.
Mhm.
So in English, it won't be long until the whole series is out and available. I mean, it already is, but like I'm talking about like for physical buyers like me.
Mhm.
So like there should be no reason why they don't just run the rest of the season, especially with it being so well received this time around as for like season 2. Like they basically established like, yeah, we're gonna treat this manga well, and fans are loving it.
Perhaps I'm diving into degeneracy, watching and reviewing this one, but due to popular positivity, word of mouth, I decided to give it a shot while I was going through multiple anime series. It's a romance show with a focus on cosplay. There were times took the cosplay stuff serious and time came off comedic to me. The main character is timid, shy guy and a blunt, outspoken girl who slowly falls in love. The main guy can be awkward. It's irritating. Okay, this I don't really. This is why it's a 52. And done well. Or wait, hold on. Irritating at times, and the girl's modern day lingo in the English dub comes off as cringe as fuck. Yeah, I don't even understand. Okay, listen. Watch the sub. Watch the sub. And I'll tell you why. Because I understand more of the Japanese in the sub than I do in the English version.
Yeah, as much as I do like Amelie voicing Maureen, I do not like what the English dub does to her character.
They make her fucking retarded. She doesn't speak English in the dub. It's an English dub.
Yeah, they're way over the top with the English dub, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But I mean, reading the rest of that review where he basically goes on to like, there's a bunch of questionable fan service. I'm like, what?
It's just the
He's
measurement.
probably sitting.
Are
He's
you
probably
talking
sitting
about the
here like
measurements?
he's probably sitting here like, oh well, they're teens and therefore it's bad to have fan service. I'm just like, bro. First of all, it's fiction. Two, it's geared towards teens anyway. So like,
Mhm. Well, the funny thing is, there's no jiggle physics in the manga, right? That
mhm.
scene is nowhere as bad in the manga as it is in the anime with the jiggling around while he's trying to get the measurements.
Counterpoint, there is a scene in the manga where Maureen has her tits out.
I haven't got to that scene yet in the manga. So.
There legitimately is. And it's actually really funny because she mistakes something Gojo says as him wanting to fuck her. And she gets like really excited about it.
There you go.
So she's like going through this whole thing of like, what underwear should I wear, and like getting dressed, and she basically finds out like the reason he was talking the way he was because he was planning to pull an all-nighter to study something for a cosplay he was making for her.
The major flaw is the protagonist's age. There you go. Look at this. Most of them, like, if you don't want to watch a show about teens, don't watch a show about teens. Go watch the adult shit. Why are you watching shows about teens if your problem with the show is that it's about teens?
I went on a bit of a tirade about stuff like this the other night on a friend's show because someone basically accused me of being a pedophile because they mistook a character I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it really drives me crazy when people start talking about like the age of fictional characters. Fiction directly affects reality. Obviously, there are some delusional people who will look at this and like it's the whole thing of like small amounts of X group are also part of Y, but not everyone in X group is a part of Y group. And it's the whole like the whole thing of like fan service is bad because well the characters the fictional characters age. Well, want to know what? I'll take that argument up, okay? End of the story, Maureen's an adult. So fuck you.
Right. So it's like the people that watch the teen comedies. Well, not all of them are adults, and you still watch those and you don't complain. Oh, well, that 17-year-old in American Pie had his shirt off or whatever.
How about Euphoria, a show that's all about teens in high school like doing drugs and having sex?
That's the one with Sydney Sweeney, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, but they'll be like, but the actress is 18.
Yeah, but the characters aren't.
Yeah.
That's the argument you're making.
Yeah. Yep, and they don't think that. If you don't want, like, don't watch it. But I want to see Sydney Sweeney's tits. But her character's not
But her
an
character is a
adult.
teenager.
Yeah.
See, when it comes to fiction, like I draw hard lines between like fiction and reality. Um, so when it comes to a lot of this stuff, I don't have a problem with like fiction unless you are taking, like in the case of the infamous Cuties, where you take real kids and have them
Mhm.
twerk on screen. Then I have a problem because now you've done something that's actually morally questionable. And just to add a little bit more context to that, the director for that show went around having like 650 kids twerking in front of him for the audition.
That's why I don't like the French. Because that's a French movie. So
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, just to quote my acquaintance Hero Darky Dark, fuck the French.
the French can go get fucked. Okay. Isn't the redheaded dude though? Or was that no, he had black hair, actually. I take it back. His cosplay was just like
Either
that
way,
shit.
people should not be so up in arms about a fictional character because they're not a real person. There actually isn't any harm to be done. No matter how creepy or weird you may think it as, you should save that energy for actually going after people who are, potentially going to harm kids. And there isn't any decent amount of overlap to suggest that someone who likes a fan service anime is going to do something bad to a kid.
Mm-hmm. What was the cosplay in this one? No, nothing. It was okay, so we didn't actually talk about it. We just like looked at the reviews. Okay. This was the episode where they're talking about the festival, and I really liked it. I like how everybody kind of supports Gojo.
There's that very wholesome dynamic to it, and I think that part of it really makes it a good episode. I also like that like Maureen's not super into the whole um the whole like beauty pageant thing until she learns that she gets to cross dress, and then she's like, oh yeah, I am in.
Let's go. I get to dress as a boy. Let's go.
Just the Penguin Zero. Woo! Let's go, baby! Like her friend Noah in the background the whole time, like doing all the stupid stuff. It's such a great moment for in that, especially like her just casually like outing Gojo. He gets super like scared that everyone's gonna like find him weird or whatever, and they're all just like, wow, that's really cool, we're depending on you. And then he misinterprets,
what the fuck are you doing here? Go, please.
He misinterprets that as like he still has to work on everything as well. So he like shows back up and like, what the fuck are you doing here? You're supposed to make the cosplay.
Get the fuck out of here. Go help Marion. You can't let that fucking idiot do it by yourself.
Where is Marion? I sent her shopping. You sent Kitagawa shopping? It's not like the most dramatic episode, but there's a lot of good moments in there that just make the whole experience really fun.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a fun little romance. So, Gotcha Achika. Did I say that close enough now?
You got it close enough. You're getting there.
Okay, Gotcha Achika. I think.
Gachi Yakuta. You're pretty close though.
Gachi Yakuta. That's right. Okay, so we get another giver. He steals the stick because he's trying to like get the cat, and he's like, "Don't fucking steal my treasure." Like, I'll kick your ass. And then he gets the plunger. And he has no idea what a plunger is. He's like, stop swinging poop at me. He's fucking running. He's like, help me, please.
Zach is just like running for his life because he's like the rich kid of this world. He's like, why are you doing this? I really thought the whole Scooby-Doo scene where they're chasing each other through the alleys was kind of fucking funny.
Yeah, this episode made me really like the show over the other two episodes so far.
The one thing I think was really good about this is we get, not only do we get like a bit of an introduction to like the powers and stuff like directly, But the scene with Rudo basically like already learning like I should I should control my temper and try to, present myself as likable
Mhm.
and like willing to get along, and that'll help diffuse this situation. So like he's not just the stereotypical like hot-headed character who
Mhm.
like just flies off the handle all the time with no control. He
Like
actually
Bakugo.
does have a brain to him, and he can actually think about things like, okay, maybe I should play it nice, because if I don't, it's just going to be a problem. Unlike a certain Togen Anki where the main character just is a fucking retard the whole time.
Is that the redhead? The other one during the show? Tonka.
Togen Anki is another shonen that's airing this season.
Oh, that's
It's
the
a
one
completely different series. It's the blood one.
we haven't talked about it at all, right?
Yeah, don't watch it.
Okay. Okay.
Have you ever watched Naruto?
No.
Okay, it's just a shit Naruto.
There you go. What's your favorite scene in this one? Because I have one scene that I really want to laugh at because it was funny.
I think my favorite scene in this latest episode has to be like at the very end, where like they're doing the car ride and like Engine is laughing his ass off over this whole thing. And Rudo is like completely embarrassed. Zach is just like traumatized. And then, of course, we have the redheaded girl pop up out of the back and start playing with Rudo's hair.
Yeah, yeah,
He
that's
gets
mine
all
too.
excited.
Yeah,
There's a girl playing with my hair.
Yeah, that was my favorite part too. That's twice we've had the same favorite part. The cookies and this one. Yeah. All right. So this is good. So guys, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'm really liking it. Crimson is the one who picked it. So
Gachi
let's
Yakuza is cool. And this is actually a manga that I got into because of an indie artist I used to talk to quite a lot. They were writing a story that was pretty similar to this, so I got into the manga, really loved it, and then it got announced that there was an anime coming out for it. And I was just like, again, Penguin Zero meme. Woo! Let's go, baby!
All right. Let's talk about Dami Mommy. I mean Shy Hero.
Your favorite, the Mega Milkers.
Oh, you know what? They
The
both have
absolutely honkin' bazonkas.
there's two pairs of honkin' bazonkas, okay? You just can't see the cleavage because of the priest outfit. Man, I loved the getting drunk part in this. And I like how Toto doesn't actually pass out in this other than being drunk. It shows that he's growing he's getting more and more comfortable with these girls and being less and less shy, which was the thing I thought might ruin this is that little gimmick that he passes out. But I like how it's like Toto's unconscious. Like I think that's kind of funny how they do like the little Pokemon status effect. Like, but the beginning of this episode, they're going for their promotion to D-Rank. So that little shithead who's like, I'm a D-Rank adventurer that the girls wanted to kill last week or whatever, he's going to be the same rank.
He's not going to have much of a leg to stand on now, is he?
I know. Fuck that little fuck. Okay.
Fuck that little quiet. Yeah.
But I like how when they get to they're all trying to kill people. And I like when she tries to drug them with the hallucinogens. And she's like, I knew it wouldn't work on Hero Boy and me, but I was hoping it worked on you. And she'd be like, I have my status effect defense up. And she's like, yeah, you've drugged me so many times that it doesn't work anymore. So it's like literally whenever they want, they could just kill Goa. That's how you say it, right? Goa? Right.
Goa is her name,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. They could kill Goa whenever they want because they're all so much more powerful than her. Goa and her volleyballs are constantly the best aspect of this show. Man, I love her, man. I'll propose right now.
Biggles wants to snuggle up to Toto.
Toto? Yeah, why not?
he wants that big muscly daddy like all over him.
He'll protect me. But I like how uh, Anime. How do you say her name?
Anemone.
Anemone, the sea anemone priest girl. Is that really how you say her name? Anemone?
Yes, it's anemone.
Okay. Sea anemone is the priest. And she's like, I'm going to freshen up. And she's like, all right, now my bombs are going to go off. And the little Wally, she's like, it's just basic Windman, got rid of it. And Goa just goes, I thought you had to go to the bathroom. Oh, I must have seen something or faded up or something.
How they're all like screwing with each other throughout the dungeon.
Yeah. And Toto's just like, man, they get along great. And then we get to the one where it's like treasure, glory, and pleasure. And they're all like, oh, we're going to fight. And you just see their huge ass auras like going off, like they're about to go down. And Toto just punches the crap.
I was about to say, Toto's just like, fuck it. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
And he just punches down. And he gets to the bottom. And then there's this old dude who's like, man, your group's a bunch of babes. You got a good eye. Like, I don't know why, but I thought of him like Johnny Bravo, except not as cool as Johnny Bravo, you know? Whereas I for some reason, like, even though he didn't sound like Johnny Bravo, like in my head, he sounded like Johnny Bravo. Hey, pretty ladies.
I think my favorite part of that whole like interaction was just like the placebo effect of like them all casting enchantments and stuff. Like, we're all going to help you out, and he like just believes that he's stronger.
Yeah.
And, like,
And then just
sends the
haymakers
dude.
him. Well, boom. And he's just like, I got him killed.
Like, thanks for the support, ladies, but we didn't even enchant you. He just decks the dude and sends him flying. Honestly,
Haymaker. I thought that guy was going to die.
I mean, bro is tearing up the ground just by throwing like normal ass punches. This dude is like Saitama levels of powerful, apparently.
Dude.
Except for he has the awareness of women that Saitama doesn't.
I love how when they're all getting drunk, CL CL's like, I want to ride, like on his back, like I want to piggyback. It's like, and she's like, he's unconscious, like he's not good. Or when they're like, all right, say how much you like him, and I know Anemone says 52 because but I couldn't tell who said it's a secret and the other one said 2. So I'm going to say Goa said it's a secret.
Goa said it's a secret.
Okay.
CL said it was 1
2.
or like 2.
There's 2, yeah.
And Anemone said 52.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you must love him. Because we all know Goa loves him the most, but she's not going to be like 100, you know? And everybody knows she likes him. But it's just so funny that they all got along. She's like, call me little, or can I call you little sister? You can call me elder sister. She's like, no. She's like, here's a sweet cocktail. And she's like, I'm only doing this because you made me do it. Elder sister. Onis, or what's
One-san.
Oni-san.
No. Oni-san is older brother. One-san is older sister. Yes. It's weird because in Japanese, the double E is just a long eh sound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nah. Son.
One-san.
It's just this show is way too funny, man. I love it.
You certainly get a real kick out of it. I'll give you that.
Yeah, this was my favorite episode, and I think it might have been because they were all fucking drunk. Well, you know what? Going as
And it might have been because they were all fucking.
they were all fucking. No, just kidding. But Goa didn't even seem that drunk. Maybe she can't really get drunk because of her drugs and her skills. Who knows?
Or she just has a high tolerance for alcohol because, well,
Well, I would
it's
think
kind of her
that
thing.
I would think the priest would have like a higher one because she's always fucking drinking. What are your hobbies? Oh, booze. Like,
What? Even a priest needs to relax.
oh man, this show is great. You know what else is great?
Yeah.
Rui rocks. I'm starting to think Nagi is just taking advantage of Rui right now because, like, here, go dig through all this sand. There you go. And she's just like, I found a sapphire. And then they're like, no, that's copper. And she's like,
Perhaps, but it comes off more to me as like she is letting Ruri develop that like same passion for geology that she has.
Yeah.
So like I kind of like in the last episode we kind of see her being like super supportive of Imari.
Mhm.
So like I feel like it'd be much more accurate to interpret it as like or interpret it in that sense where like she's just letting this girl, you know, actually like learn what's involved in the field. And I mean, to be fair, I'd like to learn from her too. So
we got a butt shot.
It was a good episode though because there were some interesting things that happened in it. I thought it was fun just because like it actually shows some like character development for Ruri herself. It may not have had all of the, you know, the good fan service and stuff that makes it super appealing, but it still did focus quite a bit on geology, and I like that kind of stuff. So
I like how she comes back with all the sand. They're like, that's going to take over a year. And here, let's figure out how to get less sand. And she's like, where's all that spirit you had? Well, that was before you said this. Like broke her down. She found like a little sand. She's like, look, I could use a magnet. I reduced the rocks and the sand. Let's go. So there was some cool little tricks.
It's still a really good show just for like the subject matter and all that. Like it's something that I personally enjoy. But I kind of miss some of the nicer shots that we had gotten out of previous episodes.
Hey, you did get a good butt shot in this one.
Sure, but I was kind of distracted by like reading what was actually going on. So
those bastards and their words. This is why reading sucks, Crimson.
Reading is great, and you need to do more of it. You fucking brain damaged adult retard.
The only thing I read is the Goblin Slayer TRPG manual.
The only thing you read is Goblin Slayer hentai.
Man, I don't even. Well, I guess maybe that could count on the year one when the goblins are ruining everyone's lives. Those fucking little fuckers. That's why they all have to die. Only good goblin is a dead goblin. And with that being said, Outcast Restaurant. So you don't watch this show yet?
Not yet, no, but I will because you talk about it a lot, and since we're going to be covering it on the show anyway, I might as well at least give it a shot.
Yeah. So it's about cooking, right? It's about cooking, and it's about these outcasts that basically everyone's kicked from their party, or everyone leaves their party, and this one deals with, you know how in Japan culturally they feel like they have a very strict and demanding work thing. Well, that's basically this new character. I've been calling her Bachel because it's spelled like that, but it sounds like they're saying Bachel, like Satchel, but with a B. Spelled like Rachel, but with a B instead of an R. So I've been saying Bachel. She's sleep deprived. she's doing all this extra work. She's got to balance their books, right? So she's like jumps off a building, and our Henrietta and Vivi, the two outcasts from the second and third episode, save her, right? And it's been great so far. And so there's these guys, they're called the Night Mist Troop, right? They're the strongest in this town. Their leader's level 51, but Dennis is level 99, right? So Dennis is the strongest dude in this town, and the former member of the strongest guild in like the country. And they come to intimidate them. They threaten to burn his thing or his restaurant down. And in the beginning, there's this redhead girl that really likes Dennis's cooking and even calls Dennis her partner. And they see her walk in, and she basically gives Dennis his backstory, and everybody's like, oh, what? No way. And they're the boy is like a pretty boy. And she's like, Dennis, who is this pretty girl? I want to keep him. Or I want to keep her. And he goes, that's a boy. And she's like, dude, it's really funny. The second they find out that he was in the Silver Wing Battalion, they burn up the contract and run away. They're like, go get her some help. Goodbye. they're like, fuck God, we're fucked out of here. We're not making an enemy of this guy. He'll kick our ass. Especially if he's got the Crimson Swift sword with him. Like, yeah, dude, it's funny, man. And it's good. Like Atelier, this one right here, or Atelier, they say it different ways, so it confuses me. In this episode, she like gets out, she's like, there's no towel. And he's like, that doesn't mean you have to come out here. And like Dennis is basically her dad now. And Vivia walks in and he's like, why is she naked? Are you guys some kind of nudist? And she starts yelling at them about, I need a towel. Because she's like a little kid. Like, little kids. He's like holding the towel up in front of her, like, go back there and put some clothes on. But she's the one who gets Bachel out of the depression. So she was the star of this show. But let's see, what does Jeremy... it'll surprise you, Crimson. I humored Biggles' tisms, and check it out. And have not regretted it all. I haven't even told you yet, or I think I have in the later episodes. Paper Bag Dennis, he goes to the dungeon with a paper bag on his head so no one recognizes him. Yeah. I was sad there was no Paper Bag Dennis in this one.
Well, I mean, I'll get to it, but I got to get through Star Blazers first. I got a bunch of other stuff I got to get to.
Hey, no worries, man. There's 12 episodes. You still got time. But yeah, the face reveal for Paper Bag Dennis is like 10 away, I think, from like 30K, 28 away from 30K, where it's like the legend behind the mask. And it's just like trolling. And it's only like 8 seconds long or something, or 15 seconds long. My shorts are really short, and then my videos are like 2 minutes long, except for my Fire Emblem game, which, holy shit, man, that's at 72 views, which is a lot for my actual videos that are longer than 2 minutes. When they're like, oh, his video's only a minute long, I can watch this, it gets a lot more views. But when it's longer than 2 minutes, they're like, no, that's too much work for me. But yeah, sweet, that's pretty cool. I didn't even need to say that, but I'm excited. But yeah, so that is all the anime that Crimson and I have watched this week. I could talk about Sword of the Demon Hunter, but I need Crimson for that one to explain some stuff to me. Rising of the Shield Hero, we might get a fight next week, so that's good, but this is kind of a boring episode overall. And I think that's it.
And hopefully little Chad will be around to talk about some of these other ones too.
Yeah, because without little Chad, what's life like anyways?
Someone needs to wrangle our retardation. Otherwise we get up to some unholy shit. We get up to some unholy fuckery.
We get to shenanigans, top level shenanigans. It's too long for me. Words never spoken to Biggles. Exactly. They say it's too thick. All right. So
Like a tuna can. It's all girth, no length.
Exactly.
Hey girl, have I ever introduced you to the pleasure button?
Muffin button. Okay.
Muffin.
Muffin button.
Dad, do not say muffin button. Please do not say muffin button. But it was
Muffin button. All right. We're fucking retarded, so we're going to get out of here. So enjoy some of this and some goblin.
Like hell we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin. And me?